Yeah, who that chick with the dopest style? I go by Chyna, Vonne, I got your girl going wild. And my flow be the zaniest, I'm the brainiest. Put me in a straight jacket, see, cause I'm the craziest. I'm a lyricist, so my spot's on lock. While them gimmicks fading out, Chyna V still pops. Like 3 years later, and my old shit knocks. Like started from the bottom, now I'm climbing to the top. I was on the rise and then I let it fall. And now these bitches fucking up the game and got no care at all. Talking about these niggas too, how the hell they make it out of middle?
What's good, people? Back again, episode 2. You know how we do Go Plug TV. I'm your man Luke Jones, aka Big Glow. And today we have the lovely, the most talented, gritty, sexy Chyna Vonne. How you doing today, miss?
What's good?
How life treating you? How life treating you?
It's pretty good right now. I can't complain.
That gas good?
You already know.
Already. So you know, you already Go Plug. You know we fuck with you hard. You already know I fuck with you a long way.
Right.
You know, I already feel like you're the most hard-working female in North Carolina. Yeah, I said it. Don't give a care what y'all talking. Who else y'all see on the social medias and everywhere else? Right, her. Facts. So like, I seen that you had the Carolina Music Choice Awards. Okay, yeah, you got
Carolina
nomination.
Music Award.
So tell me a little bit about that. Tell me us about that.
This is actually my 3rd year in a row being nominated. The first time kind of came by surprise because I never heard of it. I didn't know what it was, and then somebody was just like, "Congrats!" and I'm like, "What is that?" And then last year I was nominated again, which was dope, and I'm nominated again this year. To me, whether I win, it's not a big deal. The fact that I've been nominated consecutively means to me, like, I'm working and it's been nonstop. So that means every year I'm doing something enough for them to want to nominate me.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. See, consistency. Once again, artists, just like last week, like when I was talking, you stay consistent. That's what I'm saying. And then, like, what's so crazy? She, like, her bars, like, she literally can go toe to toe, and then she can flip it on you. She'll get real sexy with you, and then she'll go some other, like, real, nice girl next door on you, and you be like, damn, like, So, like, really, like, tell us, who is Chyna Vonne?
Chyna Vonne is everything that you just described. In my music and everything that I portray is myself. I'm a woman, first and foremost. I'm a mom, I work, and I do things everybody else does. So in my music, I like to portray that. Sometimes I want to be in my sexy mode. Sometimes I'm gritty. I'm from the project, so I live that lifestyle and I understand it. So sometimes I'll talk about that. Sometimes I'll talk about working hard. Sometimes I'll talk about giving up. Chyna Vonne is just everybody. Like, every female can look at me and be like, oh, I can be like that. I don't want to cookie cut myself and limit myself when there's all types of different sides to who I am.
See, that's what I was saying, because, like, when I first started seeing you, especially when I got into, like, the music scene,
right.
I was like, damn, who's Chyna Vonne? And then I see you at the showcase that the dude Blake had, yeah. And I heard you rap, and that's when I heard Run For Us, and I was like, oh shit, like, she can really rap. She not like the rest of them.
Right.
Like, a lot of me, had good face, but can't really, and I was like, she can really spit. And that's when I was like, damn. So, like, I do really want to know, do you really consider yourself the hardest working female MC artist in North Carolina right now? That just hasn't been.
I don't think I'm the hardest working. I think that I know for a fact that there's others that are working just as hard, if not harder than I am right now. And a lot of us are moms and we all work real jobs. So I wouldn't single myself out, but I definitely am one of them. I am one of the hardest working, not just females, but one of the hardest working people out here. Because to do music is one thing, but to do music and work a full-time job and take care of your kid and take care of home and still do everything else and everything else I do on the side, it's challenging, but it definitely takes hard work and consistency. And I may not be where I want to be, but like I said, every year my name has been relevant, in North Carolina, and and it's branched out in North Carolina as well. So I just think that, females in general, we definitely work hard, if not harder than men sometimes, just because we have
Y'all definitely do.
So many different things that we have
Definitely
to do
do.
in regular life. So
That's true though. Like, cause like I see your red lip game, like that movement's like everywhere.
Yeah.
I even see like like Coco. Shout out Coco Filipina. She be showing you mad love. Like what's the baby girl out of Raleigh? I think her name is Miriam.
Miriam.
Yeah, she dope. Shout out her too. Like they be showing you mad love, and that's why I'm like the main people that's in the circuits. They got you everywhere, you feel me? So that lets me know that, you feel me? I know it's other artists out there working.
Of course.
But as far as brand, talent, all around package, like, I feel like they feel that you have it.
Yeah, and I mean, they've said it to me as far as, them watching me and seeing the things that I've done and just my growth as an artist in general. And it's really just me getting out there. A lot of artists, they like to stay around and stay local and stuff like that. But I've always branched out. I like to make connections, and they're actually really cool people, and I've built, to me, lasting relationships regardless of whether I continue music or not. They're dope people, and that's pretty much what I do, is I just surround myself with talented and dope people.
Facts. Because question, like, do you feel like, with the proper marketing, if like somebody just came and like, hey, we see what you got. You just need that one person or this team that can, mold you feel me, to like, that actual, do you feel like you could really branch out to the rest of the world and like really make, the red lip game and Chyna Vonne a whole?
I really think just, tightening the package and really getting me in the door. I've never been put in front of somebody or put on the spot in front of somebody and they're like, nah, I don't like her. Like, I've never gone to a show and performed and, people like, nah, I don't like her music. So I just think I need a bigger platform. So if I had somebody that knew more people or could get me into more shows and things like that, I think that just what I do will speak for itself. And as far as like I have a brand already, I have logos, everything I have is legit. I think just putting it all together and really pushing it in people's faces, I think that, it definitely could take off.
Cause when I see it, like, it's all like, it fits. Like, even if you came out with a lipstick brand, you feel me? Like, the lipstick brand is gonna be able to like really approach. Like,
Right.
Have you ever? I know you're not really big into features and shit. You feel me? But like, have you ever thought about doing like a feature with just kind of investing and seeing if it would?
Oh yeah, definitely. My thing is when I write music, I just write music. I write about myself. But I definitely have done stuff where I feel like I could hear a certain person. And there's people in the industry that I would love to work with or do a song with. So I would definitely do that. I'm actually branching out now, doing a whole lot of features because I feel like the more stuff I'm on, the more people are going to recognize, okay, who's this girl? She's on everything. And that's kind of where I'm at. I'm just trying to get on everything.
That's very true, though, because, like, all right, so we definitely got to talk about this When We song. Like, the song and the video, like, what? I know you was gassy when you had to write this, and you're feeling yourself like, what was the inspiration behind that? And the video, you definitely got to nap out the video for me. You got to nap that out.
Okay. Well, I love the song When We.
And y'all go get that. Go watch that on YouTube.
Yeah, watch that.
Everywhere.
But Tank killed that song, and it's just a dope song, and I love the beat. And I was doing, I was working on a mixtape that was just more of like the sensual side, the soft side of me, and that was one of the beats that I wanted to cover. And it just came to me, like, stuff like that really just comes naturally because, again, I speak from experience. I speak from what I know. It's real easy to talk about that stuff. And then I've been getting more in tune with my Spanish side because I am half Puerto Rican. And a lot of times I switch up and I'll say a couple words in Spanish on my songs, but this one I was like, I just want to do something different because in the bedroom, sometimes I'll switch up the language on them. So I felt like the song kind of set the scene for, okay, this is a real quick description of the experience with Chyna Vonne. You're going to get this, that, then I'm going to switch it up on you, and you're going to be all shocked.
And they be all right.
Right, so that's pretty much where the the song inspiration came from. And then the video, first of all, I didn't plan to shoot a video. Shout out to Reggie Denton, okay, Chief Tex Films.
Shout out Chief Tex.
He was like, we gotta shoot something real sexy. So I sent him the song, he was like, yeah, we're gonna do this song. And I'm just like, okay. I didn't know what to do, I didn't know what to expect. I was just like, do you? He started throwing me ideas and I just went with it. And at first I was like skeptical, so I'm like, I don't want this to come off like ratchet and raunchy.
Nah, I definitely
I wanted it to be like a general, like your everyday person. It's nothing over the top, ain't nothing fancy, and this is something that any woman can do for her man at any time of the day. And I felt like that's kind of what I wanted to portray, just a woman and feeling herself, being sexy, showing her man what it is.
Yeah. You definitely got that point across, that's
right.
for sure. Because your man's on the video definitely looked like he was like whew.
Shout out to my co-star Carolina Red.
Hey, shout out Red. that is light skin in the video.
Yeah, it is.
Shout out Red.
And
oh man.
We had to get really high. We got really high before we shot that video because it wasn't uncomfortable, but
you had no chemistry because you just.
The chemistry had to be there, and then
exactly.
we had to feel comfortable on camera. Like we had to understand, okay, this is being recorded. And I was laughing. They was getting frustrated with me. I kept fucking up. I kept forgetting I'm like, am I supposed to take my shoe off here, or am I supposed to take it off here? So yeah, it was fun though. We had a good time shooting.
Yeah, it looked like I could definitely tell it was a fun video.
It was.
Yeah.
And then he had to pick me up, and I just want to say that experience was scary because I
didn't know if this nigga was gonna make it or not.
Look, when he said, "I want you to pick her up and put her on the counter," I was like.
Oh.
All right, you see all of this, right? Like, I don't know. He was like, man, don't try to play me. He was like, don't try to play me. I got this. I was like, okay. And he did it with no problem. I said, oh, you a good one. Okay.
She's like, okay, here we go.
Like, I was so paranoid. He was like, come on, let's practice.
All right, come on. Right. Hey, my shoulder's right for this shit. You're crazy. So, like, what's next on the plate?
Well, I'm continuing to do shows and continuing to just push my brand, working on music, working on features. I'm getting ready to drop another Red Lip Gang mixtape. All of them have themes. This one is features. It's Red Lip Gang, Chyna, Vonne, and Friends. Okay. So pretty much every song is going to have a feature with artists from North Carolina and outside of North Carolina that I truly fuck with, that I think are dope. And I think it's going to be a super dope project. What
tracks are you really looking forward to off of this project?
I have a song with Red Jones. Shout out to Red Jones, Boss Up. And it's super just high energy, talking our shit, going hard. And he's such a high energy performer and stuff. I just want to perform this song with him because I feel like they gonna go crazy for this one.
I got you.
Another song, let's see. I'm working, it's a couple of them. It's a different sound. I will say that it's a different sound for Chyna Vonne. It's not what you're typically used to as far as boom bap kind of beats or R&B beats. This is kind of high energy trap beats, but I'm still sticking to that Chyna Vonne core to where I'm gonna say a lot of shit.
So I'm
gonna talk a lot of shit.
That sexy, thuggish, ruggish.
Yeah, you're gonna get all of that on this one. This one's gonna be fun. I even got a reggae song that's gonna be on it that I'm working on.
Oh, I know that shit gonna be dope.
Oh yeah, and yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that one. It's actually crazy because I got asked to perform at the Caribbean Festival, June 22nd, Fayetteville Festival Park. Quick little plug.
Yeah, we all go down to that.
But I got asked to do that, and I'm like, I don't really have any Caribbean songs. Now, I said I was Puerto Rican earlier, but my other half is from Barbados. So it's just how can I not have, how can I not have that vibe? So I started writing a couple songs, preparing for it, and 2 of them will be on the mixtape.
Okay, perfect. So I'm saying we had that full body of work, right. And that way you can grab from all different angles, and then that way, because I really feel like right now you can definitely test the waters,
right,
and see what's gonna pull.
Right.
You feel me? Because that's gonna really, show love. And on top of that, you're gonna get radio play.
This blunt done went out like 17 times.
I'm telling you, mine went out too. I'm on this one. Like, just keep lighting.
You know when you keep talking.
That's why in the midst you got, say a little few words and hit that shit real good, So like, I mean, do you feel, how could I say? Do you feel like your next moves within these next, I'm gonna say next 180 days, is it gonna put you 5 more steps or 10 more steps?
The goal is 10. I'm actually thinking about, just hanging it all up for a little bit because I just have other things in life going on. And I'm also trying to focus my energy into other things. So I'm giving myself 6 months. So in 180 days, the goal is to be way more progressed than I am now, or at least have a better plan for how I can execute whatever plan I come up with. That's my goal. 6 months. If I'm not where I want to be in 6 months, then I'm gonna take a break. I may or may not come back, but it's.
So if we start working like I've been saying these next 6 months, and you let somebody like me who gonna put that work in for you get the work. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Okay.
So let everybody know where they can find your music at.
You can literally Google Chyna Vonne and everything.
I love to hear shit like
everything that you need to know on me. My website's ChynaVonneMusic.com. But you can literally Google Chyna Vonne. You'll find everything from music to press, videos, photos, all my social media, everything. And that's spelled Chyna. People ask why I put the Y, and it's because I wanted to. And Vonne. That's Vonne. That's my actual real middle name. So yeah, Chyna Vonne.
Yeah, he just got a 6 name all the way around. That's what I'm saying.
It's crazy because my first rap name was La Única. My name is Unica, which was derived from única in Spanish, means the only one. But that was like when I was like 16 years old. I was like, yeah, La Única. Yeah. But I was like, how many people are gonna fuck up that name?
Yeah.
So I was like,
they would like that shit too. They were like, hey, right. I can't say her name, but damn, I like that shit.
Right. So growing up, I used to get called Chyna, Unica Fong Chong, Chyna Doll. My grandmother used to call me Chinita, which is like little Asian, little Chinese girl. And it stuck. So I was like, well, I'm gonna do Chyna Doll. So I was like Chyna Doll, but then I was like, I don't want the doll because I feel like that's a stigma. Yeah. So I was like, let me get rid of the doll. And I was like, you know what, just Chyna Vonne. Chyna's from my grandmother calling me Chinita, and Vonne is actually my grandmother's middle name, which is Yvonne. So I just put them both together so they both have meaning.
That's dope. I like how that on the road, man. Yeah, that was some time and shit. Like, it made me feel good. Like, damn, she put some thought in her shit.
Yeah.
Even when you had that story, they gonna be like, damn, how you thinking that? Like,
right, because a lot of people be like, Chyna Vonne, what's that? What's that?
Nigga, that's my name.
That's
what it is. Don't fuck it up. Make sure you spell it right. Well, hey, look, it's been such a pleasure for you to come. You just don't know how much I really appreciate this. Like,
no problem.
And I fuck with fellow artists hard. I just really feel like I just fuck with you because, like, I ain't know, we don't know each other from shit.
Right.
But just mutual and just respecting each other's music, I had to, like, say, fuck it, when I get my shit together, don't worry, we fucking with each other the long way.
Right.
And just know, I want you to tell everybody, hey, look, ladies, fuck with the Red Lip Gang movement. Y'all know y'all can help build a brand, fashion, models. Like, if you into lipstick, everything right now, you see this, holla at her, come tell me.
Red Lip Gang, hashtag it. If you look up the hashtag on Instagram, it's filled with stuff.
It's popping.
And it's really all about empowerment. I feel like right now, I don't got no foundation. I got a little eyeshadow on and red lips. Like, I feel like no matter where I go, I wear the red lips because it's so bold and so like daring. People are gonna look at me like, why is she, why she got red lipstick on? Where the fuck she going? What is she doing? And I feel like every woman should own at least one red lipstick because it just makes you feel sexy.
Red pumps.
My favorite color red, so all red everything, but but definitely get you some red lipstick and just throw that shit on. I don't care if you're going to work. I don't care if you're going to the gym. Throw some red lipstick on.
And if you need somebody to brand, What better than Red
Red
Lip
Lip
Gang
Gang.
for the red lipstick?
Absolutely.
So look, any shout outs you want to shout?
Shout out to my creative director, best friend, and partner in all of this, Vinci. Shout out to Nova. Shout out to my assistant, Drea. Shout out to Train Hussein. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Chyna Music, 5D. You already know what it is.
Hey, this Chyna it's your boy Luke Jones.
Compared to me, they minuscule, just trying to adapt. So they end up in the same crowd, end up with the same sound, end up on the cover on them covers with them same crowd. I ain't never think the hate would be this real. I ain't